Thanks. The 2019 Action Plan is intended to lay out the future, the future work, the next year's work for the Internet Society. It builds on our work in 2018, and it serves as our strategic roadmap. One of the changes that we're making this year is to try to separate the what we do from how we do it. And so we have a metric-driven approach that will give us clear measures of our work. And that way we will know how well we are advancing our vision to make the internet for everyone. We continue to focus on three large areas. We want to connect the world. We want to build trust. We want to improve the technical security of our functions. And all of this allows us to shape the future of the internet. Last year, we worked primarily through campaigns, and one of the difficulties that we had was explaining how those campaigns fit together with the larger pieces of what we're doing. But really, they're just the pointy tip of the work that we're trying to do in the world. So for instance, with Connecting the World, we will work again on community networks, but we continue there to work on issues such as internet exchange points and protecting the public core. That protection of the public core also entails building trust and improving the technical security of the systems of the internet. We'll continue to use our Deploy 360 program in order to show how the trust can be built, in order to show how the technical security can be improved, and in order to shape the future of the internet. We continue to work on building trust through our Online Trust Alliance program, which is the underpinning of our efforts in the Internet of Things. Of course, we work on all of these things collaboratively. We work on internet governance collaboratively because that's how the internet works. And we work on emerging technologies because the internet evolves over time. We will continue to work through campaigns, but we are improving a little bit the metrics of those campaigns. So in the area of Connecting the World this year, we're going to continue to work on community networks, and that effort will culminate with a global summit that will happen near the end of 2019. We're going to continue working on improving the technical security by attracting new participants to deploy the Manners Observatory. The Manners Observatory will allow us to explain how many routing leaks happen on the internet and will allow us to detect whether our programs are effective, whether any internet routing improvements are effective. We're going to continue building trust by asking Internet of Things manufacturers to improve the security and privacy of their Internet of Things devices. And we're going to aim for a segment of the market in order to make sure that that growing community of manufacturers can actually move the market. We want to shape the Internet's future, of course, and that involves our global Internet report. In 2018, we worked on an issue having to do with consolidation and concentration on the internet, and the 2018 Global Internet Report will come out early in 2019. But what we discovered is that what we had been researching raised more questions than it answered, and therefore, what the Global Internet Report that is going to come out is going to do is set the research agenda for the Internet Society for next year. We'll continue to build our community with ongoing collaboration with everyone who shares our mission. And we'll support and build our community to extend our influence and reach. This means greater connections and engagement with our chapters, organization members, individual members, and partners, and you can expect some announcements about changes to those programs in the near future. We're going to continue to strengthen our global voice, but one of the things we're going to be doing as a result is measuring the effectiveness of the Internet Society brand. The other important thing that we're doing in 2019 is the launch of the Internet Society Foundation. This is a new effort for the Internet Society and an exciting period in the Internet Society's history. It's funded by contributions from the Public Interest Registry, and it's there to support initiatives that advance our mission and our vision. This is going to serve as the central source for all of our grants programs, and it gives us flexibility to expand our grant opportunities for the community, as well as to extend our reach to those previously unfamiliar with us. We expect to launch sometime in the first quarter, and we're going to launch with our chapter capacity building. This is the already in process Beyond the Net program. We're going to move that to the foundation. It will continue to support local and regional projects aligned with the Internet Society's mission. We're also going to expand our community capacity building efforts, and that's going to happen through the foundation as well. The general idea here is to support broader initiatives that improve Internet access. We have a planned effort to work on disaster relief and recovery, but not actually immediately post-disaster. Rather, we want to work with partners to prepare communities to reconnect after disasters, because that has been identified as the area that needs the most aid. We have two other programs in early stages of development. One for research opportunities to fund research and strengthen the capacity across technical, economic, and public policy topics. In addition, we have an innovation fund that we're going to use in order to encourage technology initiatives that will contribute to the open internet. The Internet Society Foundation is also the basis for our financial support for the Internet Engineering Task Force. The Internet Engineering Task Force has set up the IETF Administration LLC, and we're going to continue to fund it in the next 2 years as part of our ongoing commitment to a strong IETF. We're currently preparing recruitment for the executive director for the foundation, as well as other key positions, so you can look for those announcements in the near future. We're also building the foundation's infrastructure and its website right now. We'll be sharing more information about this as we get closer to the launch in the first quarter. Now, these are just some selected highlights of the action plan, but if you want to look at the action plan, you can go to our website and have a look at it. The whole thing is published there. It's already been approved by our board of directors, and I hope that you will have some questions so that if you do, we can answer any of them.